Well, hey, everybody, it's your boy, Mr. Perry, and today we're talking about the Create Task rubric, row 1, which is about the purpose of your program and describing its functionality. So let's hop into it. First off, here we go. To score the point on row 1, we have to submit a video. I've already gone over how to record your video in a previous video, so that one's good to go. We know we've got to give them a video showing us providing user input, making the program run, and then getting some kind of output. Now our written response. We have to describe the overall purpose of the program. We describe what the functionality of the program is demonstrated in the video. And then we have to describe the input and the output, again, as demonstrated on the video. So this one should be a gimme. It should be an easy one for you to get for your Create task. However, this point is frequently lost to students because they confuse or misuse the words purpose and functionality in the paragraph response. So we want to make sure that we understand this very thoroughly. Purpose of the program. What problem does your program solve for the user? When we talk about why a program is created, programs are created because because people in life have problems that they need to solve. It could be making a decision. It could be remembering to do something. It could be just that they're bored and they've got some free time that they need to kill. But all programs are designed to help people solve problems. So that's what you want to keep in mind when you describe the purpose. The purpose of a program is to solve a problem or perhaps to pursue an interest through creative expression. So again, this is more along those lines of I've got time on my hands to kill and I don't want to be bored, so I need something to do. So maybe this is going to be a game, or maybe it's going to be an app that's going to be allow me to be creative somehow. But in general, we talk about programs solving problems. So in essence, it's why the programmer decided to create a program. So for example, the purpose of this program is to encourage others to recycle. That's, again, the problem that's being solved is that people need to recycle and they should recycle more. So the purpose of this program is to encourage people to do that. Functionality is more about how the program works. So, how does the program actually operate in order to fulfill its purpose? The functionality of a program is how it behaves during the execution and is often described by how a user interacts with it. You can think of it as a step-by-step description of what the user does throughout the program. So for example, it could be users enter the type of material a product is made out of and provide information about where this material can be recycled. The user earns points for each piece of recycled material that they recycle. This would be a little bit more, if you were creating a program to encourage people to recycle, the functionality would be, again, how they interact with that program and step by step what they actually do. So again, purpose and functionality. Purpose is the problem that's being solved. Functionality is how the program works. Very important that you don't confuse those two things. So for my memory game create task, here are my paragraphs. So for section I, or for section 1, you have to describe the purpose. So you can keep this short and sweet and just make sure that you embed the keyword purpose of my program. So the purpose of my program is to help users practice their memory skills by using an entertaining game experience. So again, the problem that I'm helping them solve is that we can sometimes lose our memory, and it's important to keep our memory skills sharp. So there you go. I would score the point, this is on the way to scoring the point. Notice that my functionality paragraph is a little bit longer because, again, this is describing step by step how the program actually runs. So this paragraph is probably going to be a little bit longer. Again, I'm embedding the keyword functionality. And because this is more of like a step-by-step, I'm also including some transitions for the AP reader just to kind of help them understand like what part of the program I'm describing. So the functionality demonstrated in the video, it's not a bad idea to also reference the video because, again, this is what your paragraph is supposed to describe, is what we see happening in that video. The functionality demonstrated in the video is that the game welcomes the user and provides instructions to select a card by identifying a row and column number. 3 rows are created with 4 columns, and then the program places the cards in the rows at random. Next, the user selects a card by identifying a row and column number. Each time the user selects a card, the program shows them what the card is. Then the program checks to see if the cards are a match. The program informs the user if they made a match, and it keeps track of the number of guesses the user is making. Once all matches have been found, the user is given a message based on how many guesses it took for them to solve the game, and it shows the user the completed game board. So this is literally just a summary of what it's like to play the game. And again, I would just want to make sure that all of this is visible in my video. So it's probably better to record the video first, make sure that you're capturing all of this, and then write your paragraph. Finally, you have to describe the input that the user provides, and then describe the output that the user receives. So again, I'm embedding the keywords here. The input for the program is provided by the user when they select a row and column numbers. The output provided by the program as a result of the user input is to show them what cards they pulled and then inform them of whether they made a match. So there you go. I would get the point with all of this because I've got my purpose, I've described the functionality step by step, and I've described the input and the output. This is a high-scoring example that the College Board put up, and this is somebody who created a Connect 4 game. So the overall purpose of this program is to facilitate a Connect 4 gameplay experience between 2 players and to detect a winner. So again, it's just literally describing this is a game, it's meant to kill time, it's just meant to be a fun game experience. The functionality they've got down here. The video demonstrates simulated gameplay between 2 players, player X and player O. In the video, the program prompts player X to type in the column they'd like to play in, and then reprompts the player until they enter an accepted value. The program then displays the updated game board. This process repeats until the program detects a player has achieved a victory 4 pieces in a row, at which point the game is terminated. The video demonstrates the ability of the program to detect all win scenarios. And then again, input and output. In the video, numerous inputs are given by player X and O, corresponding with the desired column they'd like to place their piece. The program then, now we've got to do the output. The program then prints the updated game board and prompts the next player for input. If a player achieves 4 in a row, the program additionally outputs a statement identifying the winner and then terminates. So there you have it. Row 1 of the rubric, you score that point by providing a video and then having your paragraph responses. For part 1 or part I, this can just be a simple sentence. For part 2, you're probably going to have a little bit more. And then for part 3, you can keep this pretty simple as well, but just make sure that you specify how the user provides input and then what the output is going to be like. All right, be sure to watch the next video on row 2 and 3, and thanks for watching.